This short video is about nouns, and nouns are words we use to identify people, places, and things. The nouns we use have an impact on the reader. Have a look at these two sentences where one of the nouns has been changed. In the first sentence, we've used the word red, lips. His eyes opened wide at the sound. His eyes opened wide at the sight of her unrestrained red lips, or his eyes opened wide at the sight of her unrestrained mouth. Is one stronger than the other? Is one more romantic? Is one more vulgar? So the choices we make in respect of the nouns we use has an impact on the reader. There are different types of noun. I'm just going to share with you 8 groups of noun. So we have common nouns. And we have proper nouns. So these common nouns, they identify people, places, and things. These are in general, not specific. So nothing specific. For example, a river, a cat, a computer, a doctor. So these are general, non-specific nouns, and these are known as common nouns. Next, we have proper nouns, and these are used to identify specific people, places, and things. So these proper nouns are specific, whereas common nouns are labeling or identifying general people, places, and things. And you start proper nouns with a capital letter. For example, River Trent, that's a specific river. Garfield, that's a specific cat. Dell, that's a specific computer. And Dr. Zhivago, which is a character in a very famous book from 1957. Next, we have nouns. These common or proper or common nouns can be countable or they can be uncountable. Countable nouns are nouns that can be counted, and they can be singular or they can be plural. Countable. And plural. So for instance, if you have a look at this common noun here, river, it's a countable noun because we can count the river or multiple rivers. We can count a cat or multiple cats. We can count a computer or multiple computers. And doctor, we can count one doctor or many doctors. Other examples can be pens, desks, lamps. So these are words that can be counted or nouns that can be counted. Whereas uncountable nouns cannot be counted. Often, uncountable nouns are liquids, substances, and abstract nouns. I'm going to be talking to you about abstract nouns in a moment, but they're often uncountable. For example, air, water, dryness. These are uncountable nouns. Now, these uncountable nouns can also be known as mass nouns. Next, let's have a look at nouns and whether they are concrete or are they abstract. So nouns can be common or proper, they can be countable or uncountable, they can be concrete or abstract. These concrete nouns are nouns that physically exist. And one of your senses will be able to detect these. For example, a tree, a flea, skin, earth. So even though you can't touch the earth with your hand, you can actually see it with your eye from a satellite. Okay. So we have abstract nouns then that have no physical presence. Oops, spelling error there. No physical presence. These refer to emotions, ideas, concepts, which cannot be experienced by ourselves. That means we can't touch them, smell them, see them, etc. So you're probably wondering what sort of nouns are these? Okay, for example, fear. We may feel fear, but we can't touch fear. Time. We may know of time passing, but we can't touch it, we can't see it, smell it, etc. Anger, frustration, loneliness. Okay. So nouns can be common or proper, countable or uncountable, concrete or abstract. So if you have a look at this common noun here, the cat. The cat is a common noun. We can count cats, so it's a countable common noun. We can see cats and touch them, so it's a concrete, countable common noun. Okay. And then we also have compound nouns. as well as collective nouns. Now, compound nouns, these are two or more words that create a noun. These are two nouns joined together with a hyphen, or sometimes they can be written separately. Two nouns joined together or separate. E.g., a fireman or a basketball. So basket is one noun, ball is another. We combine them together to make a compound noun. Fire is one noun, man is another noun. We combine them together. Credit card. Credit is one noun, card is another noun. We combine them together. And lastly, with an example of a hyphenated compound noun, mother-in-law. So what are collective nouns? Now these refer to a group of people, animal or things. People, animals or things. You often find the word of used with collective nouns. For example, a bunch of flowers. So bunch is the collective noun. We have an army of soldiers. Army.
Your son is attempting to.
Army of soldiers. We might have a stack of books. Stack is a collective noun. Thank you.